Hey everybody, it's good to be back. It's been a long time since we had a session, but we got a great group of new players here. Some of them you guys have seen before. A lot of them are new. It's really going to be really good and exciting what we have. One of the things that we're doing is we're actually, instead of just doing a one shot, we're actually going to try somewhat of it a campaign. We anticipate it to be about 6 to 8 sessions long. Um, so without further ado, real quick, I'm just going to do an introduction of our characters. And if you guys could just maybe do a real quick sentence of, like, hey, this is my character and this is what they do. We'll get into backgrounds and everything. We'll let that unfold as the game goes. I'm actually going to go in the order that you guys are here on the screen. So, returning everybody's favorite character, Trix, tell us who you are and your character.
Tricks.
Sorry, my dog started barking.
No
It's
problem.
okay.
So tell us who you are and what your character's name is and what your character is.
My character is a halfling sorceress.
Awesome.
Her name is Trix. She's she's kind of got a nice fluffy black dress on, kind of fluffy, if you know what I mean.
Sure. And who are you? What's your name?
Trix.
No, your name.
Oh, Sarah.
Okay, good deal. Okay, and next,
I am now named Trix.
yeah. Oh, I got you. Okay, it's like in scene. I'm in character. Okay, Dudley, your name, and then tell us about your character.
My name is Lindsay. Dudley is a half elf trickster cleric. She's very driven by money, so
Awesome.
if you need a res, that'll cost you.
Awesome. Joe, tell us your name and your character.
Well, my name is Joe. The character's name is I'm really doing a Zorro ripoff because I love Zorro. Uh, Diego de la Vega, and he's dressed right now in like that classic old school like Mexican garb that kind of looks like a fancy tuxedo. And yeah, he's a handsome Spanish dude.
Awesome, dude. All right, Tyler, tell us your name and your character's name and
Well, for starters, my name's Tyler. I'm playing a monk wood elf. She is just a traveler. She doesn't really have any real goals. She just wants to sightsee. That's not all I have written for her right now.
awesome. Uh, Bethany.
My character is Maylene Blackbark, and I am a fighter. And I come from, I don't know. I don't know.
a, a place unknown.
Yes, exactly.
Hilda, what's your name and your character's name, and tell us about your character.
My name is Camila. I got a huge challenge because I'm playing a male character. His name is Hilda. He's a drow, and he ran away from the Underdark because he found himself in a nasty situation with a priestess of love, a high priestess. And for those of you who know anime archetypes, she's kind of a yandere. So somebody helped him escape for her and got him a ticket to the maiden voyage. Like, cool your head, dude. She can't get you on the surface. But you know how things is. She's a yandere. She will stop at nothing. I know
Awesome.
she will stop at nothing.
Good deal. Okay, let's get started here. Our characters, they don't know each other up until this event. However, they all found themselves in Waterdeep, and they've they've each attained a ticket to board a ship. It's been 10 years since the events occurred in Chult, the terrible curse that swept across the entire world. No longer holds the conversation at every dinner table or on the lips of bards. What does linger is the tourism between the lands and the great demand to travel to Chult just to place a bet on the famous dinosaur races. The city of Waterdeep is all abuzz with the excitement of the largest passenger ship ever to be built, called the Ariel. Today is a very special day because a short maiden voyage will be a simple 3-hour tour heading out to sea, circling around Merfolk Rock, and then returning that evening, just a few hours later, for the greatest party anyone could ever hope for. Our characters have come in possession of one of these prized tickets to board. And as they make their way to the crowds that are everywhere in front of the ship, and you can hear the excitement and the nobles and the well-to-do all the way down to the poorest urchin gathered just to look at this great ship. It's said to be unsinkable, impossible to sink this massive ship, safety for passengers. And as you come to this scene, you can hear the captain as he shouts out to his first mate. He says, "Gilligus, go to the gangplank. Start allowing those to board. Make sure their tickets are authentic." And you can see this great captain looking out. "Come on, all aboard, all aboard." And as this takes place, Morgarth is the first to approach Gilligus. And Gilligus says, "Ah, do you have your ticket?"
I do, and I pull my ticket out of my pocket and hand it to him.
So Gilligus, he looks at this ticket, and what is the name on the ticket?
The name on the ticket along the lines of Bob Joe. Yeah. I said Bob Joe.
It says Joe. So what is your name, sir?
My name is Bob Joe.
And he looks at the ticket and he says, "How did you come about this ticket?"
I purchased it from a local vendor.
You purchased the ticket. These tickets aren't for sale. These are supposed to be special ordered. These are handout special to people. You purchased it from who?
He said he was not interested in the cruise and sold me the ticket for dirt cheap.
But your name is on the ticket.
Oh shit!
And when he says
I'm
this,
a little.
so he takes the ticket and he rips it up and he says, "This ticket isn't you. This is a forgery. Get out of my way." And he calls out, and then Diego, you step up next. Sir, do you have your ticket?
Yes, sir. I have my ticket here. Here it is.
And Gilligus takes the ticket and he looks at it and he goes, and sir, what is your name?
Diego de la Vega.
And Diego, what is the name on the ticket? What does it say?
Diego de la Vega.
Diego de la Vega. And Diego, how did you come about this ticket?
It was handed to me. It was gifted to me.
Okay, good. Come aboard. Glad to have you. Glad to have you. And he motions for you to step onto the ship.
A question, good sir.
Sure. Anything.
The ticket is only good for me, right?
Yes. The ticket is for only an admittance of one person authorized by the city of Waterdeep to go on this maiden voyage, and they have to be very careful about who goes. You never know what kind of shady folks are around here in Waterdeep. You know what I mean?
No, I understand. I was just trying to see if I could bring a servant along with me, but I guess
Nope.
we
Personal
cannot.
personal invite only. Only those that name is on the ticket and was personally delivered to them. Only they may board. But please come on.
Thank you, sir.
Food's waiting for you. And then as Diego passes by, Hill, you're up. And so Hill, you would have been given this ticket that has your name on it. And who would have given you the ticket, Hill?
A very kind lord of Waterdeep who supports the Church of Elistrai.
Yes. You are very, very welcome. Come aboard, come aboard. And he motions you to come aboard. And as you walk on, you can hear the captain. He's like, Gilligus, hurry up! We don't have all day. Get these people on. And as you pass by, Trix approaches with her ticket.
Tricks.
Okay, I'll pull out my ticket and hand it to him.
Okay, and what's the name on the ticket?
Bellatrix
This
Poppy
security is like the post 9/11 security where they just like, what's your name? And you said it and they're like, okay. you know, like, are you who you say you are?
Bellatrix
Yes, I
Poppy
am. Oh,
Seed.
come on in. Okay, I'm sorry. What's the name on the ticket?
Bellatrix Poppy Seed.
Excellent. And how did you come in possession of this ticket?
I'm gonna go with my school gave it to me.
So you must be very prestigious at your school. Come aboard, come aboard, come aboard. Okay, Maylene, you approach.
Here is my ticket.
And what's the name on the ticket?
Maylene Blackbark.
Maylene Blackbart. And this is your name?
Yes, it is.
And how did you come in possession of this ticket?
It was a gift.
Gift.
Yes.
Okay. Well, come aboard, come aboard.
Thank you.
And next, Dudley approaches.
Hello. Here's my ticket. I have.
And what's the name on the what's the name on the ticket?
It's Dudley.
And Dudley, how did you come about this ticket?
Given to me by my good church.
Excellent. There's a passenger just got on, same from her church. Come aboard. And
They're
and
probably
so
wrong anyway.
so as Dudley is going on, Morgarth, you can see off to the like off where the crowd kind of breaks, you can see some ropes that are actually leading up into the ship. So you have an opportunity for that. It's actually on either side, but to the left is where it's like all the excitement is kind of at this gangplank, seeing the people walk up, because you guys look like stars to them. They're like, "Ooh, these are famous people." So Morgoth, do you want to attempt to sneak onto the ship?
I do, actually.
Okay, you can do it by attempting to climb the ropes. There are it's hard to do it right at the gangplank because they're letting people in one at a time. So if you want to attempt that, you would want to give a stealth roll at
Yes.
advantage because no one's looking over there. Like they're not even. Everybody's looking at the people coming on. So
And
I'm adjudicating that this is going on while these other are going on. So yeah, you could do stealth check at advantage.
it just means I roll twice.
Yes.
That's correct. I
Yeah,
take the
D20
high roll.
twice. This is to
Just rolled
try
a
to.
nat 20.
You got a nat 20? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if you got a nat 20, then we'll yeah, I was gonna have you roll to make it up there, but since you did that, then however you want to make it up there, you can describe how you make it up these ropes.
I just a good old classic. I'm climbing up the ropes like a good old spy movie.
Okay.
Music's playing in the back.
So just as you flop over the rope, um, what Dudley? What does he see? So Dudley, you see this character just flop over the side of the ship. What does he see when he's laying there at your feet? Because he fell down right at your feet. What does he see, Dudley?
Blue tights and a very concerned look on my face, like they'll let anyone on.
so, so you see him. So you see him prone. Do you want to do anything or kick him or what do you want to do?
But I'll poke him a bit.
You
And
can
then
tell he snuck
turn
on.
away.
Yeah, you can definitely tell he snuck on.
Ain't my problem.
Yeah.
I'll look away just this once.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
God of luck smiles
So
upon
Morgan,
you.
yeah, Morgan, you see that Dudley noticed you, but you can see she kind of, is sort of ignoring it.
Cool.
Okay, so just as this happened, y'all can hear the captain. He yells out to Gilligus, and he says, "Gilligus." He says, "Go." Or Gilligus says, "Gilligus, it's time to unhook the ropes and come on board." And so Gilligus and Gilligus, guys, to describe this guy, he's like a real skinny, lanky little dude. Looks like if you just kind of touched him, it would break. And Gilligus is like getting ready to run, and he begins to undo these ropes. Margaret, actually the ropes that you just climbed up, you can see Gilligus undoing them, and he's basically getting down to the last rope there, and you guys see this very prestigious nobleman. You can definitely tell that this is a lord of Waterdeep, and he comes up and he goes, you guys can see that he has this bottle of wine in his hand there, and he goes, "Oh, people of Waterdeep, great citizens and citizens from all over. It is with a great honor that I christen this ship as it sails, and I have the finest bottle from the Wizards of Winery. Great year, excellent." And then he looks over and he looks at Gilligus and he's like, "Can you take this bottle? I don't want to get any on my beautiful clothes here. Could you smash when it's the time?" And Gilligus, he goes, "Oh, sure." And Gilligus, when he grabs this bottle, you guys can see it kind of like he can barely hang on to the thing. So there's a rope left that Gilligus didn't do, and Gilligus goes over, and the nobleman says, "So, by the power in me, as the Lord of Waterdeep, I hereby declare this wonderful seaworthy, supposedly never sinks, that's what you say. It is seaworthy, and I commission it, the Ariel, and it is officially legal." And then he looks at Gilligus, he goes, "Smash the bottle." And Gilligus takes the bottle, and he smashes it on the ship, and it goes, and all the people, they scream, and they're all excited, like, yeah, they're so happy, and they're waving at y'all. Do y'all want to wave back at the people?
Yeah, I'll wait.
So y'all are waving back, and they're waving at you, and the captain says,
Yeah, I'll wave back.
yeah, and the captain goes, "Gilligus, you didn't untie all the ropes." And Gilligus frantically grabs one of the ropes, and he unties it, and the ship begins to go. And you guys see Gilligus there waving. and about this time, the captain goes, "Gilligus, get on the ship." And so, if each of you would take a D20, we're going to go in order here. Morgarth, will you roll a straight D20 to see if Gilligus can make it on the ship? So the rope's going, and Gilligus is like, eh.
Yeah, I rolled a 15.
A 15. So you guys see Gilligus as he's running, and you can see he's about to trip on a board, and he actually does trip on the board, but it actually kind of launches him to where he can grab the rope. And when he grabs the rope, he slings way down, and down into the water. And so now Gilligus is in the water, and he's holding on right at the bottom with a rope at the ship, and the ship is just moving off. And so he's kind of doing this kind of maneuver here. Diego, can you roll a straight D20 for Gilligus?
It's a natural one.
So,
Oh my god!
so
Bye, Gilligus.
right,
Good.
Gilligus.
Poor Gilligus.
The full
Right at-
casualty of
Yeah.
Titanic.
right at this moment, this giant, like a toad, just comes up out of the water and just engulfs Gilligus. It's like, whoomp. And you guys don't see Gilligus. He's just Gilligus. It's like it just, whoomp. And it must be some giant frog under the water. And so then, Hill, can
I'm
you?
staring at it. I wild like, oh my god, this is terrifying. So that's the dangers of the everybody talking.
Yeah. So Hill, give us a D20 for Gilligus. Gilligus is inside this frog.
16.
So with this, y'all know, because now it's all a scene. Everybody's like watching Gilligus. Gilligus is under the water. Boom, frog grabs him. The frog comes up. He must have not liked the taste of Gilligus because he spits Gilligus up in the air, and Gilligus is like, ah! And he's just
Somebody
flying.
help him.
He's flying in the air. And Trix, can you give a straight D20 for Gilligus? So Gilligus is just, ah!
Me?
Yeah, just this clean D20.
Oh, you don't want that.
It's okay. What
You don't want that.
what do we have for Gilligus?
We have
Bye,
another
Gilligus.
Titanic girl.
Is it another nat one?
It's a what?
It's a nat one.
Oh,
So Gilligus, he flies up, and as you guys see him, he's like, ah! Right at that moment, the frog shoots his tongue way up, grabs Gilligus right on the rear, and sucks him right back in. Gilligus is right back into the frog. So, Maylene, can you roll a straight D20 for Gilligus?
I hope so. Hold on. 16.
Okay, so again, Gilligus is thrown up out of this frog, and he's flying in the air.
Gilligus
Dudley,
is
can
yo-yo.
you roll a D20 for Gilligus?
Gilligus is
4.
officially a yo-yo.
A 4. So so you roll here, and Gilligus, he's like, ah, and then he falls back down, and he doesn't land on the frog, but he lands on top of the frog, and he's sitting there, he's just like prone on top of the frog, and as the ship comes by, there's one last rope. This is the last rope on the ship, and Morgoth, can you give me a D20 for Gilligus?
Roll better.
Yeah, this is the last rope that's passing by.
Oh my god.
No pressure.
Oh, it's
15.
15. Okay, so he is able to grab this rope, and then Diego, can you give me a straight 20? So he's now on the ship is here. He's way out here, hanging onto this rope, both hands.
3. I am not using my critical roll dice. I am putting these away.
So with that, Gilligus, he's down like to one hand, just a few, not even a whole finger. He's like fingers on this rope. The good news is the frog is kind of back here, so he has been able to pass the frog. And Hill, can you roll for Gilligus?
Okay. 14.
So he is able to get a full grasp of the one hand back on. Ah, you're here. So Gilligus is only holding on by one hand. Before he had two hands, he's now down to one. And Trix, can you give us a natural 20? Or not a natural 20 roll. Like if you
Yes,
want to
so
give us, I'm sure
that's exactly
Gilligus would really like a natural 20 about now. But I mean, will you
Come
roll just
on,
a
no
d20?
pressure.
Yeah, I meant roll a d20.
16.
Okay, so with that, Gilligus is able to grab both hands, but he's still in the water, and you guys can see this giant frog kind of moving in a little bit close. Um, Melanie, can you give us a straight d20?
A 12.
Okay, so with that, he is still able to hold on with both his hands. And Dudley, can you give me a d20 for Gilligus?
12.
Gilligus.
What's that?
12.
Okay, so he's able to hold. Now, back to you guys as characters. So you all seen all this, and you can see that Gilligus is he's holding on. He is holding on to his little rope. Morgan, do you want to do anything to try to help this guy?
I want to try to pull him up.
Okay. All right, so give me a d20 strength check.
13.
Okay. And Diego, do you want to do anything? Like you see this you guys don't know each other, but you see him go and grab the rope and he's trying to tug. Do you want to help or do you want to have anything to do with it?
How close is the frog to?
The frog is actually you could tell that the frog was swimming towards him. It's probably about a movement away from him. And you saw Morgith grab the rope.
All right, I'm just gonna take out the frog.
Yeah, go for it.
All right, I'm gonna use my short bow.
All right.
It's 19 to hit.
Okay. Yeah, let me pull it up here real quick. I think that does hit because I think it's only 15. Okay, and go ahead and roll damage. It's a giant frog.
It's 9 for damage.
Okay. Okay, and then let's see. Okay, 9 points of damage. Okay, so and you hit it with your bow.
Yeah, the short bow.
Yeah, so what's the range on the short bow?
80 feet for.
I'll give you that, but
distance.
it's like just, I mean, with the height you are, I'll give it, but it was like you were just enough to make that hit.
Okay.
So you hit this frog, and you guys can see it sticks in, and you guys can see it, and the frog just kind of goes underwater, and it is Hill. This is your character. You can see. You just saw Diego shoot this frog, and the frog went underwater there. You can see that Morgeth is helping Gilligus, trying to help him get up. Anything you want to do?
Well, since most people of the surface wouldn't be exactly comfortable with the idea of being on a ship with an armored drone, I will try to help Moga.
You're okay in Waterdeep because in Waterdeep the city that you were in is custom to having lots of different races and drought. That it's actually one of the cities is kind of like okay with that. You're okay. You're good. They don't think weird of you at all.
Oh, great! But still, I'm going to help Moga because who knows who is a. So I just try to help Moga pull the pool.
Okay, so give me a strength check. That's going to be your a d20 plus your strength modifier.
19.
Okay. And Trix, you see all this stuff unfold. What do you want to do?
Can I see the frog?
The frog is now underwater. Like you can't see it. It's underwater now.
Okay, well, I'm gonna
You
keep
you
an eye
also
out for
you,
the
you also
frog.
can assess mechanically that the frog went underwater and then left away from the ship.
Okay.
That whatever its movement could have been.
I guess I'll try to help pull him up, but I'm not strong at all.
I'm
Yeah, go
not
ahead.
strong either, don't worry.
Okay, yeah, just a straight strength check.
That's just a straight D20.
Yeah.
13.
All right. Okay, and Melanie, you see this kind of unfold. Do you want to do anything?
Yeah, I'll help out. I'll grab the rope, try and pull him up.
Yeah, so you'd be a strength, and I think um, it's actually strength athletics. I think you're proficient in that.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, so you would want to go on your sheet. Like you add those numbers to your roll. We lost your video.
Oh, weird. Hey.
There you go. Yeah, there you are. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Hey. Um. So I got 20.
A 20. Okay, not a nat 20, just a. Okay.
No. Yeah.
All right, and then
Dirty 20.
so Dudley, you see all this commotion going on. You notice that the character that you saw sneak onto the ship, he actually was the first to run and try to help this poor ship guy out. So, do you want to do
Poor guy.
anything?
Okay. I see him help and like, yes, I knew keeping them on was a good idea. So I go over and try to help with what little strength I
Sorry,
have.
Dudley, sorry, I couldn't hear what you say. Can you please say a bit louder?
She was saying
Trying to
she's
remember what I said.
yeah she was saying that she's gonna she said she's glad she was saying to herself, I'm glad I didn't turn this guy in. It looks like he's a good guy, and then she was gonna go over and help. To
Yeah.
all right, what was your roll?
Um, 11.
Okay. Okay, so you guys all go, and except for Diego, who took care of the frog, and you guys are able to muster enough strength to yank Gilligus up, and he comes flying over. Ah! And he's flying over, and he's like, "Thank you!" And then, bam! Right on the ship floor there, he just sprawled out, and you see the captain, Gilligus, get up! We got to get going. Come on, what are you doing? Lollygagging around. And you guys see Gilligus brush himself off and go off with the captain. So on this ship that you guys are now on,
I just yeeted the first mate.
yeah, you guys can see just all kinds of wines. The one thing about the wine is all the wine on the ship is from the Wizards of Winery. So there's different types of wine, but you can see that that's sort of the theme of the ship. There's fruits and meats and seafood and any kind of food that you would be interested in. You can see it. Now, you guys, although you don't know each other, y'all just all had this thing happen. So, do you guys want to say anything to each other? So, y'all see Diego, he just shot. You guys all just yanked this guy up. You're all standing there together. Do you want to say anything to each other?
I'll look at Diego and be like, nice shot.
Thank you. I do as I can. You guys did very good pulling him up. I'm sure he's much grateful for it, for not having to be swallowed by the toad again. That was kind of funny though, wasn't it? I thought that was pretty funny.
It's sad but funny.
Yes. We want to keep somebody like him on the ship. I think he's going to be a good source of entertainment.
Oh, I mean, we just taught him to fly, so there's that.
That's a bit mean.
I never claimed to be nice, sweetheart.
Okay, so as you guys are talking and kind of meeting each other a little bit, is there any kind of food or anything you want to take? There's as you guys are looking at this, about that time, you guys hear Gilligus step up on a platform, and he goes, "Let's have a party!" And you guys can hear some bards striking up some music. It's really kicking. They got I don't even know any famous bands to talk about. It's the water.
We're playing My Heart Will Go On
Yeah.
because Titanic.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you guys see this lady,
It's a
and she,
tabaxi named
yeah,
Feline Dion.
yeah. And there, yeah, and as the song begins to play, you guys see this two couple. They kind of got on the front of the ship, and they're kind of opening their arms out, and he's like, "I'm on top of the world." And so as this is going on with this party and everything, um, all of a sudden, you see um, you guys see off in the horizon. You guys now have traveled about an hour out into the sea, and do any of you guys any of you guys proficient in survival skills?
I think I don't know if I'm. Yes, I am. Well, yeah, yeah, I'm proficient.
Okay, give me a give me a survival check, Diego. Everyone can make the survival check if you want.
6.
21.
21. Okay, anybody beat 21?
Nope.
Okay, so Diego, you
Maybe.
you notice where the ship is headed. You're still not close to be able to see Merfolk Rock, but where the ship is headed, you notice off in the distance, you can see what looks to be uh, like a typhoon. You can see that. You can tell that's closing in pretty quick, and you notice this.
I got an
Uh,
18 if that lets me notice it.
Yeah, you notice it as well. Like Diego notices it, and y'all kind of interacted with talking about the nice shot, and everything. So you may kind of
Diego's gonna he's just gonna grab like bread, like some bread, some cheeses, hold it up in one hand against his chest. He takes his hat off, bows to the people he just met, and goes, I am going below deck, and you might want to as well. There's a storm coming.
Fair enough,
And then
that
he
looks
just
fun
takes
ahead.
off heading downstairs.
So are you guys are y'all letting everybody know that everybody can hear you say that and going below?
I'm just saying to the people that are right around, like the people that just helped save Gilligan.
Oh, okay. So all of
Gilligus.
you would have heard Diego say that as he's going down below deck.
And then
Okay.
Diego just blends in with
It
the
looks
crowd.
like we're gonna have fun ahead.
I find this a bit weird, but since he's doing that and he just helped save a guy, I grab some fruits because I never saw so many different fruits together before. So
Everybody.
I grab one fruit,
Yeah.
like, oh, destiny, and head below that.
Okay.
Oh, I also added that looks fun up ahead.
It's like, surface pretty yummy.
Okay. So Hill goes down deck. Diego goes down deck. Trix, you go down as well.
Yeah, I'll grab some different meats and stuff.
Some meats. Okay. Maylene.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab some wine and some cheese, and I'm gonna head on down with everybody else.
So as the wine that you grab, you can see that this is a very fancy bottle of Red Dragon Crush, and it's from the Wizards of Winery.
Delicious. I'm excited.
Okay, so are you just taking one bottle, or what are you taking?
I'll take 2 just in case.
Okay, so guys, these things that you're grabbing, you can temporarily add that to your inventory. So you would have 2 bottles of Red Dragon Crush wine. Rydar, I think you said you had fruit. We would say
Yes,
a
I actually
day's
tried to
ration
grab.
of fruit. Dudley, what do
Can I
you
see
want to
if
do?
I can find some really fancy wine?
Yeah,
I
I'm just gonna grab a loaf of bread and also a bottle of wine
Okay.
and stay above deck for a while
Okay.
just to
See,
see how it
all
goes.
right. So everybody's below deck except for Dudley, and so as you guys get down, uh, now Dudley is going to be aware of some things that you guys are not aware of. Okay. So almost in an instant, Dudley, it gets completely black, and it's just a little bit of trickle of water, and you feel a huge, um, like it's almost like it turns like kind of cold all of a sudden. Just as this
Didn't
happens,
do it.
you Gilligus runs out, and you can see just this fear in his eyes, and you hear the captain. This is what you hear him say. You hear him say, "Gilligus, strike the sails!" And right at that moment, let me tell you guys below deck. Below deck, you feel gravity forcing you to the ground as you feel yourself being lifted, like as if you were in an elevator that just shot straight up. And I
oh
need
my god, that
ev-
happened to me also.
everyone that's below deck, roll me a dexterity saving throw.
13 plus 3.
Okay, I'll run real quick here through order here. We
I
got
have
so
to.
Morgith, what did you get? Morgith, did you go down below?
Yeah.
Okay, you did. Okay, so give me a dexterity
Uh,
saving throw.
19.
Okay, 19. Okay,
19.
Diego, dexterity
10.
10. Okay, Hill, what did you roll?
I rolled 14 and I have plus 3 dexterity and plus 2 proficiency, so
Okay,
19.
okay, good. All right, Trix, what did you get?
Nat 20, which makes a 22.
Okay, and Me- Melanie, what did you get?
How did bro get the worst so far?
I know, isn't that crazy that stuff happens sometimes? We keep losing Melanie's video. Melanie.
Because halfling.
Oh, yeah, Melanie, what'd you roll? Did we lose her?
She muted?
Yeah, she muted. Hang on, let's see.
The storm got her.
Okay, so let's go to Dudley. What did you get? Oh, I'm sorry, Dudley. Okay, so you guys, we still don't know what Melanie did, so we'll find out what happened with Melanie. Dudley, you want to roll a dexterity saving throw at disadvantage, so you got to roll it twice and take the lower of the two.
Okay.
Oh no.
Good luck.
You
9.
Oh, what?
9. Oh wait, plus
9, yeah, plus your mod.
so 11.
Okay. All right. So this, you guys can feel yourself lifted up, and then it like comes right back down. So everyone below deck is able to hold. You're able to still be. You were able to grab something and still be upright. Diego, you are prone. And
Alright.
Dudley, you are also you're prone. You come way up. You come way down. You are on your face, and this stuff, glass and everything comes crashing around you, and you take 2 points of slashing damage from broken glass.
Rude.
Uh, Dudley, you are able to you're prone, but you would be able to attempt to crawl into the hole if you wanted to try that. You can stay
Yeah,
up.
I'm gonna try that.
Okay. Just as you are just making your way down into the hole, like just kind of crawling, you're basically kind of like almost going to fall in. You see these, and Dudley, you see this. The other characters do not see this. You see these huge tentacles come up around the ship. You catch it with your eye as Morgith. Give me a dexterity save.
Morgoth?
Yeah, Morgith.
Morgoth, are you there? The Kraken got him.
Okay. Let's see where Morgith is. Let me see if he's. I think he's in the system. Yeah, he's muted. Yeah, Morgith. Yeah, you're muted. Bethany and Morgith, you guys are muted. Okay.
I'm here. Sorry, my husband got a flat tire on the way home, so
Oh
I was
my
just
gosh.
dealing with that.
He rolled it.
Sorry.
No problem. Okay, give us two dexterity saving throws.
Okay, hold on.
Give us two flat tire saving throws.
Yeah, for 10 and 14.
Okay, so you're prone. Okay, Morgith, he disappeared. Diego, can you give me another dexterity save?
Testing. Am I back? Am I alive again?
Yeah, you're back. We need a
Yes.
dexterity save.
Sorry about that. Everything just kind
24.
of failed me. Plus 4, 22.
Okay. All right, Diego, you're back up. Hill, can you give me a dexterity saving throw?
Okay. 11.
11. Okay, and Melanie, you what was your second one was a 14, right? Your second dexterity save? I think it was. I think that's what she said. And Dudley, what give me a dexterity save. This time you don't have to do it at disadvantage. You were able to make it inside.
20, not nat.
Okay. Okay, so do you guys remember what you rolled this second roll? Do y'all remember that?
I remember what I got. Yes.
Did
Yes.
anybody get less than a 15?
No. Oh wait, no. I think somebody did 13. Was it?
Melanie?
I think it was Hill that got 13 or something like that, right?
Hill, did you get 13?
11.
You got 11?
11.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everyone out like Bethany too, she got above a 15 or 15 or above. Okay.
Bethany?
I think somebody got a 13. I know I got a 24.
It may have been Bethany. Okay.
I got 14.
Oh, you got a 14? Okay. So so Hill and Malene got below 15. What you guys want to do is you want to roll a straight 20 without adding any modifiers, but Melanie and Hill, y'all want to do it twice, but take the lower of the 20s. So you're not adding anything to this. So Morgath, straight 20 without any modifiers.
A 4.
Who got a 4?
Maylene.
Okay. All right. And Morgith, what did you get?
10.
10. Okay. Diego?
I got a 19.
Hill?
Got a 12.
Okay.
12? Yeah, 12.
Trix?
Sorry.
Tricks?
I'm sorry, Silver what?
This is just a straight 20.
Oh, 13.
Okay. And Melaine, I think you said you got a 4. And Dudley?
6.
6. Okay, so Dudley and Maylene. Okay. All right, so let me write this down for Dudley and Maylene. Okay. You guys, at this moment, so again, just to recap kind of what happened. The ship raised up in the air. It crashed down. Dudley, you saw something. It raised up in the air. It crashed down, and every one of you guys went blank. You completely don't see anything. You don't hear anything. You don't feel anything. Now, you have no idea how much time has passed.
Pretty.
You guys have absolutely no idea how much time has passed or anything. Let's see. Let me make sure I got these right. So it was Dudley and Maylene. Morgith, you're the first to kind of come to. Right after him, Diego, you come to basically at the same time. Hill, you come to at the same time. Tricks, you come to. What you see is you guys find yourself beached in sort of a cutout, like an alcove, and this storm is just raging. I mean, it is black, it is dark, the wind is going, it's just, the waves are just pounding you into this beach alcove. You guys can see, y'all didn't necessarily know each other's names at this point, but that group that y'all were with, you can see, you guys are able to see each other kind of awake. You notice that 2 of the people you were with appear to be unconscious. Melaine, what would they see as an unconscious Melaine lying on the beach? What would that look like to them?
Like I'm sleeping with my tongue out.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys see this warrior, it does look alive. Dudley, what would they to see? What would an unconscious Dudley look like on the beach?
I'm just imagining myself just face down, kind of just generally wet looking, a piece of
Yeah.
seaweed caught in my hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So guys, there's lots of debris. You actually are able to see easily, 10, 15 bodies of passengers that clearly have no life in them. And you guys see these 2 people that you knew before. Morgan, do you want to do anything?
And if like cover I could take from the storm.
What's that?
Yeah.
Your
Can you hear
microphone
me?
is muting.
I was just having
Yeah, your microphone is glitching out, man. Did we lose you again?
hello.
Yeah, hey man.
Oh, way better.
Way better. All right. I'm having a lot of problems with my computer right now. I've had to relaunch.
Okay, I spoke too soon.
What's going on right now? What are we doing?
Basically, you can clearly see that there is several other people that were on the ship with you that are dead, beached. They're dead. There's broken glass, bits of wood. You can see you recognize the people that you guys kind of work together, and you can see two of them are unconscious. They don't appear to be dead to you. They appear to be unconscious. You see this.
Can I go try to
Yeah,
wake them?
yeah. You can try to heal, do a medicine check to stabilize, whatever you.
All right.
You've got Dudley and Maylene.
I'm going to go for Maylene first.
Okay.
Or May-
Yeah, it would be
rolled
yeah. You
20.
on a medicine check.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. So Maylene, you are now stable. You're no longer dying.
Oh,
Um,
thank you.
Diego, you see Morgoth go over and administer some first aid to get Maylene stable. Um, and you see everything I described as before.
All right, I'll head over to Dudley to try to wake him up, and
She,
also
it appears to you as if uh, um, it appears as if Dudley, to you, you would know this as your character, is unconscious and beginning to die. So it's not like you
okay.
can just shake and wake up. You gotta have to administer something.
Yeah, all right, yeah. I'll do like a medicine check. I'll try to CPR.
Sure. Yeah.
Is Dudley a him or her?
Does that?
It's
He's
a
got to
her.
decide if he's gonna save you or not.
No, I just want to make sure so I use the right pronoun.
If you have like tongue in it or something. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. What I'm going to do when I give
How
him
you
up
do
the
it?
Summary for that situation, dude.
How is it
Um,
administered?
I regret this decision.
So I'm just gonna do just I do first aid, CPR, try
Yeah.
to see if I can check out. But while I'm doing this, I also want to lift some gold. Like I want to be like, oh, what's wrong, and try to do all this stuff and see if I can't
Well,
find stuff.
it take your action
I'll
to do a
remember
medicine
that.
check.
Okay.
All right, go for it, man.
Yes, to
Natural
know whether
20.
it's in a proper
Okay,
feel or not.
so Dudley, you awaken and you see, even through the storm that's just, you know, raining down and just crashing. I mean, it's still a dark, stormy scene going on, but you almost see like a ray of light, and you see this face right in front of you. And describe the face that Dudley sees as she awakens.
You're like,
So it's
God?
he's a
No,
high
no,
elf.
God, no.
Yeah,
It's a high elf,
I don't have ears.
black eyes, tan skin,
yeah.
with just like the not a pencilton mustache, but just a nice little mustache that goes across there,
So you see this,
and
you
a
see
nice
this figure.
little white smile.
Yeah. So this is what you see, Dudley. Oh.
So I'm just quite charmed with this individual in this moment. So
You are okay?
did my God bring you here?
I am now.
I do not know. I don't know if this god that you were speaking of, but it is very fortunate that I was here for you.
The right one, honey.
Everybody has the right one.
Uh-uh.
Yeah, starting a religious debate.
That'll just help her
Oh,
out.
the first little spat. Okay. So
Straight
Dudley.
up, rule number 1: don't piss off the cleric.
Yeah. So
It's
Okay,
funny
so-
because I'm the alpha cleric.
yeah, Melanie and Dudley, they are they're stable. Dudley is up. Melanie is stable but not up. And again this is pushing in, and you guys can see that the water is kind of creeping in a little bit, like it's beginning to fill up the alcove. You're losing space that you have. If you, let's say, for example, if you were to say that you had 100% space between the beach and the tall wall that looks to be about 100 feet up, you now have 75% beach left. And so here's what you have. Again, Melanie is she's not moving. She's conscious, but she's not up yet. Dudley is up. So Now we go to Morgoth. So basically, there's no going to the left. There's no going to the right. You certainly aren't going to go in the water. You can clearly see that you have up is your option. Not to railroad you, but
Oh,
that's
that's
just that's that's just the
that's look
reality
that's
of it.
and I'm gonna
It's
I'm gonna
almost
go
as
up.
yeah. There's definitely uh, jagged edges and things like that where you could kind of climb if you want to try to go up this wall and just leave everybody or
So
whatever you want to do.
Diego's gonna be. He's
How
gonna.
high how high up is this?
About 100 feet.
100 feet.
Yeah.
So Diego's just gonna be like, un momento, and he's gonna start pulling stuff out of his pack because I actually have. I'm supposed to have. Where are they? I have like climbing gear, kind
Okay.
of. So I have like rope and pittons that I can like hammer up, kind of climb and hang up, and
Yeah, if you go
tie.
first, then people can use those to help
Yeah.
them.
So I'll go first and use that to.
Okay, do you want to let So you
get
see
up.
Margus start to go up there. Do you want to let him know about that or?
Yeah. So I say un momento,
Um,
and I kind of put my hand on his shoulder and just say 1 minute, and then go through and just start kind of taking out some of the pittons and the rope, and be like, "Let me go first," and then I'll start like ping, 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 and
So,
doing my thing.
can you guys see on your Roll20 screen? Can y'all see this image?
yes.
Yep. Do you
Okay.
want us to move us to the beach?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can.
well, this is so this is what you see. Only instead of it being nice and beautiful, it's dark and rainy and stormy, and you
Stormy.
you guys are about to die. It's but other than that, it's exactly like the picture. Um, so you see, there's nowhere for you to go. You can't really go left or right. It's like climb up the wall or nowhere to go. Um, so okay, so Diego, all right, so you're taking your action to do some to put in some pittance. So you can do a dexterity check at advantage,
All
or
right. That is a 17.
okay, 17. Okay, so as Dudley moves up, I'm sorry, as Diego moves up, he's leaving these pittance behind. That means that all of you that do this would be able to have advantage on your rolls as he's going. So Diego's gone up first. Um, so just again to give the scene, although Dudley is up, Melanie is stable but not up, and it is now Hill, your turn.
So I'm gonna do two things actually. The first is to try to see if there is anyone else left alive or if it's just us.
Yeah, give me a perception check.
15.
15. You notice under a large piece of wreckage of the ship, you can see what appears to be, it does look to be alive but dying. You feel like they're probably just one or two steps away from dying. You're not exactly sure who it is, but you can see a little cap kind of beside it that reminds you of the cap that Gilligus was wearing, and he's right underneath this wreckage.
I don't care who
That
this
guy has the
person is.
worst
Let's
luck.
just drag him or her out of the water and stabilize them.
You want to try to stabilize him?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can take a medicine check to do that.
11.
Okay, so you see underneath this, it in fact is Gilligus, and he was on the verge of just like drawing his last breath, but he is now stable. So he's still unconscious, but he's stable, just like Dudley. And now it is Strix. You're up.
Who's closest to me?
Where you are, whoever you want to be closest to you is. Y'all are all right there together. Other than Diego is kind of
I've already made my
Yeah,
way up.
he's already moving up. He's doing.
I'm gonna walk up to Hilda and be like, "Why is everyone sleeping on the beach?"
Did you hear Hilda?
Did we lose Hilda?
Hilda wrote, "I see dead people." Hilda, are you there? Okay, so I'll let you guys.
Yes,
Whoa.
yes, I'm just starting something. Sorry.
So Trix came over to you, Hilda, and said, "What did I forgot what she said? Something about who are all these dead people?"
Why is that? No, why is everyone sleeping on the beach?
I'm afraid to tell you they are not sleeping.
Of course they're sleeping. It's just like it's in school.
Well, if you look at it in a certain way, they are sleeping forever.
So as you guys are talking, Melanie,
She just tilts her head.
yeah, Melanie, you don't need to make a death saving throw because you are stable, but you are unconscious. Um, Dudley, you're up. What do you want to do?
I'm just
You saw
gather
Diego.
around,
You saw this
trying to.
person that saved you is running up the wall.
I'm trying to put everything what I saw, what I remember seeing, all together. Like what?
Reflect.
Reflecting. I'm just like dazed and confused. Like, oh, okay. I'm just. And then I see that Melanie is she the one unconscious?
She's stable, so
Mhm.
she she can be healed, but she's just stable right now.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so is she awake?
No, she's awake, but she's unconscious. He had done a 20 on you, so I allowed you
Mhm.
to come back up, but she didn't get a 20, so she's still unconscious.
Okay. So is there anything I can do? Like I see that she's not dying anymore.
Yeah, she's not dying, but she's not up. She's not conscious. You can try to wake her up if you want,
Sure, I'll
like
do that.
slap her on the face.
No, it needs to keep rolling away. Not that roll. 5.
Yeah, so you go over and you try to wake up, and she doesn't wake up.
I just like slap
So
her
right
like,
about
why
this time,
aren't you up?
as you're waking her up, now the water that you guys kind of started with like 100, let's say 100 feet to the wall, it got down to 75. It is now at 50, and Dudley, you were above the water, but Melanie now is completely under the water, and you're holding her, and it is closing in fast. So here's what you guys have. You got Diego is up the wall. Morgeth is standing right below him. Hill, you're standing there with Gilligus. Trix, you're standing there having a chat with Hill. Melanie, you're conscious, but you're not, or you're stable, but you're unconscious. You're now underwater, and Dudley's holding you. Morgeth, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna regret my decision to climb on this boat.
You want to climb on the boat? Okay. It's
I want
when
to
I say
regret
it's a
that
boat,
decision.
it's very much as about a wreck as you see. It's not you do think it would float, but I would more think of it as some blocks, some pieces of wood and wreckage. So I don't want you to
I
think of
think
it
you
like a good
misunderstood
stable
me.
boat or anything.
I apologize. I think you misunderstood me.
No, on your
I
first
was
turn,
actually going to,
yeah. Oh,
what I'm
what is?
actually going to do is climb up with Diego.
Oh yeah, yes you can, and you get to
I do
roll a
not want to drown.
dexterity at advantage because as Diego climbs, he's doing pittance, so you get to do advantage.
That's 2. That would be a 16. Is that just a straight?
Yeah, if advantage is a D20 plus your dexterity modifier,
Okay, that's
and you get
right.
to roll
So
it twice and take the higher.
that'd be a 20 with my modifier.
Okay, yeah, so Diego's up, and you're up as well. Diego, it's your go, and you of course can roll. You can be applying these pittance at advantage as well.
Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna keep until I reach the top. I'm just gonna keep doing.
Yeah, you need.
Getting
Yeah. See,
so you want to roll
yeah, roll 2d20, add your dex, take the higher.
18.
Yep, that's good. You're up, and you're not too far from the top now. Hill, what do you want to do? You're standing there talking with Trix. Gilligus is unconscious, but stable. The water is really closing in. You saw it closing quick. So what do you want to do?
Do I have a hope nearby?
A what?
A hope.
A hope?
Yeah, a rope.
A rope.
Rope.
Oh. If you probably have a rope in your equipment.
Okay, so I will use it to tie gun real tight by the waist.
So you're tying Gilligus around you?
Not around me, but I will use the rope to pull him after I climb.
Okay. All right.
Is he still unconscious?
Yeah, he's still unconscious.
I tried to wake him. If he manages to wake up, it's better, but time is wasting.
Yeah. Okay. So you okay. So you tie yourself to him. The rope doesn't necessarily pull him on this move. And now you're at the wall, and he's tied to you, and it's now Trix's turn. Trix.
Christopher, it's like when we pulled him aboard the ship, just I'm tying him by his waist, real tight. So
Yeah, that's fine.
I will.
Yeah, he's secured. You have him secured. You're holding him. You're at the wall, and he's on that rope that you have. Trix, your go.
I'll help try and move the guy.
Help
She's
help
had the
with
worst
Gilligus.
luck today.
Do you
Yeah.
want to do a rope and help her, like kind of double up on Gilligus? Okay.
Beginning, but yes.
Okay.
Guys,
So now Trix and Hill, you guys are both have Gilligus, and y'all are both at the wall. Melanie, it's your turn. You are still stable but unconscious under the water, and Dudley, you're above water. Melanie's underwater.
Don't let me go, Dudley.
What Dudley hears when you say that, she hears. Okay, sorry. Go ahead, Dudley. What do you want to do?
So I tried to pull her above water, and I see that they're all trying to get to high ground, so I struggle to move both of us over.
Yeah, you have. What's your strength, Dudley?
8.
What class are you?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, don't worry about it. Okay, my bad. I mean, y'all folks hang on to those healing spells like big time. But okay, but you okay, so you're gonna pull her. Just do a so your strength is a -1. Go ahead and roll a strength check.
13.
You are able to pull her all the way up to the wall.
Woohoo!
It is now Morgith, your turn. Have you started climbing yet, Morgith?
Yeah, I started
Yeah.
climbing.
So
I don't
same
know how
thing,
far I am, though.
dexterity at advantage.
Also, I want to have to wait for him to catch up to me.
19.
Yeah, Diego, you're always one movement ahead of everybody. What'd you get, Morgith?
19.
Yeah, you're able to make it. Diego, this would be your final leap to the top. So go ahead
Okay.
and give dexterity advantage.
It is going to be a 16.
Yeah, so you get them all the way to the top. Diego, you are now on top. Um, and Hill, it's your turn. You have so Hill and Tricks. If you guys are going to climb up together and carry Gilligus, because both of you are doing Gilligus, I'll let y'all climb with advantage. But your movement's going to be together. So if that's what you guys are going to do, both of you roll a dexterity check at advantage.
Okay, and I'm going to just take a look at Dudley and like just make a plan in my head to throw a little hope at her later, so we can pull Malina up. But first, let's get Gilligan up.
Yeah.
Um,
All right. What did you?
17
17.
plus
Okay,
5,
Tricks. Can you do
22.
a dexterity check at advantage? We lose Tricks.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, you guys are able to, you're able to go up, and because you are assisting each other, Gilligus doesn't really add any disadvantage to you, and you are now climbing up the wall. That then takes us to Melaine, who you're there, you're unconscious, but you're stable, and Dudley, you're there at the wall. You have a serious decision to make. Do you care about Melaine, or do you care about climbing up this wall?
You care about me.
I yeah. I understand the message that
You
Robert,
feel in your heart as
told
if
me.
she's calling out to you.
Yeah, right. He's like, I
Save
understand, and I frantically look for my rope and tie her
Yeah.
tie
So
her
you're
tie it around her waist.
I'm going to give you that you can do that and begin to climb, but you're not at disadvantage, but you just roll a straight dexterity. I'm
13.
being generous. What?
13.
13? Okay. You you try to go up and then you just kind of come right back down, but it was an awesome effort. And it is
Oh no.
so just as that happens, again is the water. So Diego, you get a really good view of this. You can see there is wreckage far out. It's just like way out into sea. Bodies floating in the water. It is just carnage of this ship. And you see as the beach now only has a small sliver left right at that wall. Diego, you also can see the beginnings of a huge wave building up out in the sea. You can see that coming. It is now Morgith, your turn. You're one roll away from being on top.
Before he can
18.
rope.
Yeah,
But I'm gonna bring out I have a bell, so I don't know. It just says a bell. I don't know if it's supposed to be a tiny bell or not. But I'm just gonna
Sure.
start ringing my bell
yeah,
to try to see if I can get people to look up at me and understand something's coming.
yeah. Morgith goes before you. So go ahead, Morgith.
I rolled an 18 to
Okay,
climb up.
Morgith, you are now on top. Just as you see Diego takes this bell out, and you're trying to get everybody's.
Yeah, just bringing it as loud as I can.
I think
Hey,
what
roll
this
to look at
what this
he's,
campaign needs is it need more cowbell.
Yeah.
So let's say that you have a cowbell.
Yeah.
Can I see what can I try to see what he's looking at?
What's that?
He's looking at what's going on. Am I aware of that as well, or?
Yeah. You step up in time to catch it. In a sense, but Diego was kind of standing there. You're kind of just climbing up, and Diego, you see something, but Diego got a really good view of it because he was standing there, so Diego, he's rocking out on the cowbell. Hill, you guys, that's what you guys are doing, if you both can give me a dexterity check at advantage. So.
All right, but do I have another rope with me, or I only have one?
You just have one. If you did Adventure League rules, you really would only have one 50-foot rope. 50-foot length of hempen rope.
Yeah,
Um,
I figured I'd probably just used Mogarth's 50 length of rope to make
Yeah.
up the extra 100. To
Oh, you mean yeah? Oh, on your you wanted to throw something down. Well, there wouldn't have been. You could you
I
could
figured what I was doing is
you
as
could
I was
grab
going up.
Morgus rope if you wanted to do that and throw that down to Dudley.
What I figured is that I did is as I'm going up, I'm putting in the pittons and
Yeah.
tying the rope to the pittons
Yeah.
and going up. So there's rope that everybody can climb up on their own already, so they
At
don't have to
the
use their own rope.
right at the 50-foot mark. Okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
then at the 50-foot mark, I would have grabbed
It.
Mogarth, used the rest of his rope to climb up. So right now there should be 100 feet of rope that everybody else can climb up, and then I'll
Okay.
figure out a way to like rip
Yeah.
it out or
Well,
something.
it works out because I was giving everybody advantage, so there's really no such thing as a double advantage. So it kind of works
Well,
out
yeah,
anyways. Yeah.
but that's what I figured was giving them the advantage was the fact that I had woven a rope up the side of the mountain, so they
Yeah.
already had something to grab
Right.
onto.
Yeah. So no, that's good. Okay. All right, Hilda. What did you get on your dexterity and tricks? What did you get?
I got 23.
Okay, and tricks.
The nat 20 with 22.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah. So you got. So I'm gonna say on that you guys through whatever the universe says, y'all actually found a sudden burst of speed, and y'all are up at the top with Gilligus. Way at the bottom is Melanie,
Okay,
and she is
I
unconscious. And that was your movement, Hill. That it took everything y'all had to get up there. Melanie, you are unconscious but stable. Dudley, you're at the bottom. Everybody, Diego's at the top, making fun of you with it. No, no, no. He's like, ning, ning, ning. Like we're having a party up here and you're down there. Okay, Dudley, it's your go.
I'm gonna yell down at Melanie,
Jump in the air.
stop playing dead.
Yeah. Okay, Dudley, your go.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try to climb up the rope
Yeah.
with Melanie attached to
Yeah,
me.
it's a straight dexterity check.
Oh, nat 20.
Hey, then I'll give you.
Nice.
So just whatever happens, Dudley just gets this burst of energy, and her and Melanie, she just sprints up that. She's way at the top. Just as this happens, that wave, Diego, that you guys saw, smashes right below them, and it comes up. Dudley, it's basically right at your feet and just crashing and roaring into the side there. And now, Morgath, it's your turn. These guys, they're about 30 feet below you. You can see her. Anything in the course of the storm, guys, the entire time the storm has just been increasing and increasing, getting darker, windier, more rain. Morgat, do you want to do anything?
We have ropes. I heard.
Well, your rope is part of Diego's. You and Diego kind of.
Yeah, is
Now that rope.
attached
Now
to
Dudley is holding on. Now they are holding on to that. Diego, did you wrap the rope around the pittons?
No. I just did the well. I mean, they would have to be secured to
Yeah.
the pin. So
Yeah,
basically, so this is what we'll say I did because I was moving
Yeah.
ahead of everybody.
Okay.
Right. So I put in a couple of pittons. When I got
Yeah.
up high enough, I put the rope in and dropped the rope down. So they
Yeah.
can use the pittons as footholds and the rope to pull them up.
Okay.
So the rope's not attached except for to
Yeah.
like one pitton
So
at the top length of it.
okay, so Dudley's holding on, so you could attempt to pull them up by the rope, Morgeth, if you wanted to.
Yeah.
It'd be a
I'll
strength
go ahead.
strength athletics check.
Okay. 5.
5. So you,
Yes, sir.
so you grab it, and Dudley, you almost kind of. I won't make you roll for it, but you're like, what are you doing? Okay, Diego, your go. Do you want to do anything?
I'm just gonna just be like move.
Yeah.
And there's nothing I can really do.
Do you
I
do
mean, I could
anything with
try
your
to.
cowbell while you're doing this?
I'm just gonna.
Dunk,
I'm
dunk.
just gonna keep ringing because that wave's the wave's still coming, right? Or did
Yeah,
it already?
yeah. Well, it crashed through. This is all happening kind of at once,
At
but
the
yeah,
same
it's
time.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you can
Okay.
ding ding.
All
Okay,
right. So yeah, let's
you're
keep
just
going with the bell. Just
giving
trying to get
verbal.
anybody that can grab onto the rope and get up as
Yeah,
fast as they can.
verbal encouragement. All right, Hill, you are up at the top. Gilligus is there. Now you got your movement is in your own initiative now. So Hill, what do you want to do?
All right, I do have a rope, and they are climbing.
Yeah, you
I
can help
will
pull them up if Dudley's climbing up the rope, but you can help pull the rope up too if you want.
I was try to help Dudley by grabbing Malina, but I guess it's easier if I pull them up. Let's do this.
Yeah, it would be strength athletics.
16.
Okay, you are able to pull them up 10 feet additional. Now they're now 20 feet away, and we are now at Trix's turn.
How much that is in meters?
What's that?
How much that this is in meters? Meters?
In meters?
Fuck. Just about 3 meters.
Three
Over 3 meters.
feet are roughly 1 meter, roughly. So I mean, so you might want to say, well, okay, how about this? It would be two. If you could pull them up 20 more feet, they would be up. So 10 feet.
So if he
10
7
feet
more
is like
meters
what,
would
2
be up.
meters? Are you gonna make us do math on D&D? Do we have
So
to
how
do?
many feet do they have to go?
They're 20. She pulled them up 10 feet. They're 20 feet away now.
So it's 7. It's like 6.5 meters.
6.5 meters.
There's 6 meters. Yeah,
Yeah.
6
So
meters is 19 points.
they need to go up 3 meters and up another 3 meters. So Trix, it's your go.
Just a moment, guys.
Trix is like hanging out. Okay, so Melanie's like, I'm really enjoying myself just being unconscious the whole time. So Melanie, you're unconscious. Dudley, you're up. Do you wanna attempt to climb, or do you wanna wait for them to pull you up?
I'm gonna carefully climb up and take my time at it.
Okay, roll a
So we don't
dexterity
fall.
and pray.
18.
Oh, good. Okay, so actually with that, you are able to make the distance, and you are now up top. So, guys, you're up top. Storm is coming, raging, rains. The water is just pounding that. You've got Gilligus is unconscious but stable. Melanine is unconscious but stable. Do y'all want to do anything as far as trying to bring them up? So that's going to kind of be the question. Morgan, you want to do anything to try to awaken Gilligus or Maylene?
Yeah, do another medicine check.
Yeah, that'd be fine. Who are you going to try to awaken?
I try CPR on Maylene.
Who?
The medicine check would work on Maylene. It would not work on Gilligan. Gilligus would need to be healed.
Okay, Maylene, I rolled in that one on you.
Okay, yeah, see, you go to try to help, and you just basically spill bandages all over the place and kind of fall. You trip over. You trip over, and you take 1 point of bludgeoning damage from a rock. Like you just trip over,
All right.
and you kind of almost fall over the edge. So Diego, you're up.
I'm just gonna walk over to Dudley and just be like, so, my fair lady, could your god do anything to help these ones out?
I could do my best. Pass me someone. Actually, I have Melanie right here. Medicine check, right?
Medicine check would be okay for Melanie for it's just a special scenario, but Gilligus would require healing.
He can wait.
This is kind of like adjudicated rules. I mean, where it's some a little bit special in this situation.
There we go. 14.
14. Okay, so yeah, you're able to go and try to wake her up. You can, Melanine. You can get one word out. What do you want to say?
Balls.
What'd you say, Jazz?
Balls.
Okay, and then all right. So now it's wait. Did I skip somebody? We went through everybody. Did Dudley?
I think you skipped me.
Who's me?
Uh,
Tricks.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So basically, Gilligus is unconscious. Would require some kind of healing to wake up. He's stable. Melanine, a medicine check can get her up.
can I try to do a CPR on Merlin?
Yeah. What was Trix is gonna run real quick, and then we're back up to Morgan's. Did you want to do anything, Trix?
Do I see
I
them
forgot I
breathing?
had that.
Yes. You know that they are stable. They're just unconscious. Melanine is
For my medicine check,
under a special condition.
I'm gonna try and do a medicine check on Melanie.
Okay.
But as I'm doing the medicine check, I'm sitting there shouting, "Stop faking it!"
Okay.
That's gonna be a 17.
Okay. So with that, Melanine, you are awake. And just
I'm yelling, "Stop faking it!" in your face.
And just to tell you guys what the difference was, Dudley and Melanie, when you became conscious, your hit points weren't. You weren't like at 0 hit points. That's what was different about you guys. Gilligus, on the other hand, is really hurting. So, Melanine, you are now up, and I'm going to give Melanine a turn because you've spent this whole game. You haven't had a chance to do anything. So, what do you want to do? You can anything you want to do.
I'm gonna look at Trix and be like, "My hero, thank you."
Oh,
So, okay. So as this happens, everybody roll a perception check, and you add your wisdom modifier, and then anybody, if you get a 10 or above, or just let me know when you roll.
I rolled a nat 20.
Nat 20.
19.
Okay.
Oh, whoops.
So everybody that rolled above a 10 or above,
That's
the
12.
lightning strikes right at the moment to reveal that not too far away from where you guys are, the bluff kind of goes down a little bit, but you actually can see what looks like an old, rundown, kind of decrepit house. It's got a kind of a wall around it that's sort of all broken, so there's several places to easily get through, and this rain is just drenching down on you. Who was it that rolled the 20?
It was me, Mogar.
So, yeah, Mogar. So you notice, you can see what looks to be like a well, and you can see the front porch. You know exactly where to direct people if you guys choose to seek shelter from the storm in this old house. Morgan, you know the way if you want to point that out to him, or whatever you want to do.
I would love to say, "Hey, follow me."
Yeah. So Morgan,
That place.
yeah, if he's taking his way toward the, you're able to make it to the um, to the outer part of the gate or the wall area. Is anybody not following Morgith?
No, let's go. We need to find shelter. And I'm carrying Gilligan.
Okay, so
How
Morgith,
could welcome?
yeah. So all right, so if everybody's following Morgith, you guys are running. So Morgith, you see what looks to be like of course it's I mean it's the wind's going and everything. You see this what looks to be like maybe an old abandoned garden or something like that. And then right beyond the garden, you see a well, and then you can see the porch to the house. It looks like the porch to the house is probably a good like 60 feet away. Um, and so what do you want to do to what do you want to do? Do you want to go to the house? You want to look around? What do you want to do?
Um, yeah, that's what I was
What's that?
in the cover. I want to approach the house.
Okay, so as you step over, you get into this garden, and the the garden is very because it's kind of and when I say garden, guys, this is like totally abandoned. But the mud is very sticky right there, so you notice that your movement is about halved, and as you step in, you feel this slash right at your foot, like something just comes out and like that, just kind of claws out at you, and we have a. You tell me. Hang on one second here. You have a 16, a 4. I'm sorry. You have a 21, a 9, an 18, and a 9. 21, 18, and 2 nines. What's your armor class?
16.
So they almost surround you. These little, you can't even really make out what it is. Just kind of pops out of the ground, like, and it strikes at you. Another one strikes at you and misses. Another one comes out and connects with you, and then a fourth one strikes and misses you, and you take a total of um, 3, 5, 11 points of slashing damage.
Jeez.
Okay.
How?
Well, that put me in an incapacitated state.
Okay, so you guys see, guys, is Morganeth steps into this garden. You guys don't necessarily see what happens. You can hear some commotion, but he
I have
drops,
dark vision.
and now it
I
is.
just dropped.
Yeah, he drops down. Now, Diego, it's your go. You don't exactly know what kind of happened, but something happened.
Christopher, I have dark vision. Did I see what happened?
Yes, y'all are all right there. Yeah, it's dark, and you heard some commotion because this is all kind of happening at his feet.
Yeah, but I can see in the dark.
Yeah,
Yes,
but it's
right. It's raining. It's more the environment is very rough to see.
yeah,
But it's
like
okay.
an overgrown garden.
Yeah.
So you
Right.
can't see them. They're crawling through weeds.
Right.
I'm going to let's see. I'm gonna like grab him as he falls. I'm gonna grab him and just try to pull him back out of the weeds, whatever he's in. Just try to drag him out so that way whatever's attacking him doesn't keep getting him.
With your when you go and you grab a hold of him,
Mhm.
you can see right next to you 2 weasels, giant weasels. They're right, like you reach down to grab his legs, and right there within 5 feet of you, you can see 2 weasels. You actually can make out 4 total, but right next to you are 2. As you reach down to pick him up, and so you're kind of there, like you reach down and you see this, and you can attempt to go, but that would provoke a. I mean, you tell me if you want to pull or wait.
All right. So as I go down, I see them, right? So
Yeah,
I
when you
will.
go down and what I'm saying is when you go down and you grab his legs, because now you're kind of ground level at that moment. It took
Yeah.
that action to see this, so you see
Okay.
it. Um,
All right. Then I freeze. I
yeah, so
just
you're
don't. That's
right.
my
You
action.
you know that if you
Yep.
backed
I'm
away,
just
you
gonna
would
be
get
like.
attacked. Right. Okay,
I'm just gonna
Hill.
kind of freeze and just be like,
Yeah.
Weasel,
Weasel.
the
Weasel. The
Weasel.
weasel. Okay, Hill. It's you're up. So yeah, you heard Diego. Now you're aware that there are weasels attacking them in the garden. So Hill, do you want to do anything? You know that Morgoth is down.
Does anyone have meat?
Meat. Um.
I do.
Yeah.
Give it to me.
I'll say that y'all were able to make it out with whatever y'all had. Whatever you took from the ship that you stored away, you do have that.
A lot of fruit.
So you gotta have wine for a party if
Well, I
that's
mean, you would have provisions, so
yeah.
whatever you have in your
Right.
rations, I'm sure you have dried meat, like jerky or something like that.
I
Yeah.
have non-dried meat.
Yeah.
Of course, you know,
Well, I think it's all not
just
dried meat at the
just for
moment.
the sake of argument, they're pretty much enjoying munching on Morgoth right now too.
Give me the meat.
See, you want to throw some meat at them?
Yes.
Okay, so you can throw a ration at one of them if you want, and give me a let's see, let's make that a persuasion.
This is better than people. Catch it.
Yeah, so roll a persuasion check to see if you can persuade this weasel to go after the meat.
17 plus my persuasion is really a bit.
Yeah.
It's my
Okay.
focus because I focus on charisma. So
Yeah. So yeah, you throw this meat beside this weasel, and the weasel actually turns and start eating this food that you thrown down. And it is now Trix's turn. Trix.
I want to go try and make friends with one.
Like animal handling or something like that.
Yeah,
Okay.
yes,
Yeah.
he's got us a
with some of the meat that I have.
Okay.
I want to keep one.
Okay. Okay. They're kind of enraged right now though, so I definitely think it would be like go.
I'm using meat
Okay.
to kind of help.
Okay. Go for it. See what you get.
That's gonna be a straight 18.
Okay. All right. So it's not necessarily that it is friendly to you, but it does start to eat the meat that you laid before it. Um, then we have let's see, that was Trix. Melanine, who you actually have a turn. You're up. You're there. You see two weasels attacking Morgoth. One weasel is munching on some meat. Another weasel is munching on some meat.
I am going to swing my longsword at one of them that's eating.
No.
Okay, the one that Trix is at, or the one that Hill threw to.
I'll do the one that
I'm like crouched down in front of mine.
Yeah.
No, don't.
The other one, yeah, the other one is just munching on food. So you want to go? Which one do you want to go for?
Try to stop her.
I'm gonna kill the one that Hill's next to.
Okay, go ahead. Well, Hill's not. Hill threw the meat at it, so I'm assuming she threw it from a distance.
Can we try to stop her?
Okay, go. Do roll an attack. A D20 plus your strength modifier, or actually, yeah, on your sheet it'll say like +5, I think.
Oh yeah, so I got 18.
Okay, yeah, that is enough to hit. So roll your damage. It's going to be 1d8 plus your, I think it's +3. Actually, you have +2. because you have that dueling feat. So you're going to be plus 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1d8 plus 5.
Okay. 9.
And that's with the plus 5?
Yep.
Okay, so you cut this sucker in half. Just whoosh. Okay, now it's their turn. So the one that is on Morgith now jumps at Diego because he's right there. And probably a 9 ain't going to happen.
Nope.
Okay, a 9, 18 plus... it's 18 plus 6. So that's... I mean, unless you're like a paladin. I think
that
20...
one
yeah.
hits.
Okay,
Yeah.
and that one hits you for... 7 points of slashing damage. So one of them, you're right there, the right of your face. One of them reaches out and misses. The other one catches you and does 7 points of slashing damage.
Jesus Christ!
Wait,
The one,
how many
the
measles
one
are
next
there?
to the one next to Trix though,
We're level 1. Remember, we're level
goes.
1.
That's
I'm just kidding.
Trix. Is the 18 get you?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So the one next to Trick, she gives us his food, and he's like munching on the food, and they're like kind of, like these little yippy dogs that just kind of like that. It kind of leaps out at you and does 6 points of piercing damage. Right there, just kind of. He literally bites the hand that fed him. It's a lesson in that. So he bites the hand that fed him. It is now Morgith, your turn to make a death saving throw.
Oh, here comes the nat one.
It's okay. You got time.
Okay, cool. I rolled a 10.
Okay, so you got one success. Now it is Diego, your go. So you're at his feet. One slashed at you, one missed. One's in half. And Maylene has this look on her face like kind of sadistic.
All right, so I'm going to attack one that attacked me.
Yep.
With my rapier. Oh, you mother...
That sounds like you got a nat 20.
It laid on the 18 and then slowly rode onto a 3. So I got an 8 to hit.
Yeah, so it just kind of dodges out of the way. And if there's such a thing as like a nanny boo boo that could be said in animal thing, because you're right there at its eye level, and you could just sense that kind of a little weasel. Little weasel middle finger coming at you.
And because everybody has the 2-weapon fighting thing here, I'm going to
take a bonus
use in my bonus action to do the attack without adding my ability to fire.
Okay.
So we'll see how this goes.
Do you get sneak attack at your level, don't you?
With my dagger. Yes.
Okay.
I just have to freaking hit first.
Yeah, no, yeah. There is a friendly within 5 feet. So
okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, but I don't get to add my ability modifier to this roll. So
not to the offhand, but you could get your sneak attack.
It's 18. I'm
yeah,
sure
that hits. Yeah.
All right, and I'm using my dagger. So yeah, I'm gonna add the sneak attack to this one. Yes, it's a 4 for the first one, and another 4 for sneak attack. So 8 points of damage to that little freaking weasel.
Yeah, so you can see he's kind of basically when he stuck his little weasel middle finger up at you, you chopped his little hand off, and they're just kind of laying there, and it's definitely not appreciative of that. Hill, what do you want to do?
Well, I'm a bit shocked on how it suddenly went from trying to pet the weasels to trying to kill them.
Yeah, you see one that's wounded, one that's fine, one that reached out at Trix.
Yeah,
And
you saw
and
Weasel
Morgith
attack
Morgith
somebody that was feeding
is
it.
unconscious and bleeding.
I will try to stabilize Morgoth
Okay, that would be a medicine
because
check.
I don't want to.
Attack!
9.
Not yeah. So you try to stabilize him. Aren't you a cleric?
No, I'm a rogue.
Oh, okay. The whole time I thought you were a cleric, and you're like, what? I was wondering why you weren't healing anybody. Okay. So yeah, no, you try to help him, but you're not able to. Trix, what do you want to do? This.
A little helping here, cleric.
So Trix, you're there. Your little buddy that you fed kind of bit your hand.
I'm gonna, because I am who I am, I'm going to continue to try and befriend this thing.
Okay. What is that, like an animal check or something?
Animal handling.
All right, I'm gonna set a DC on this. Okay, what'd you get?
I got a 17.
Okay, yeah, he's not having any of it. He's not happy with you. Melanine. All right, so you just chop this one in half. You got the taste of blood. Rambo
Delicious.
First Blood. What do you want to do, Melanine?
I'm gonna attack the next one.
All right, the one that's wounded or the one that's not?
I'll do the one that's not.
Okay, so yeah, you kind of step over Diego and go for it.
So I got a 20.
A nat 20 or
No.
what's your phrase, Sarah? You say dirty 20?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dirty 20.
Yeah.
That's a good one. I like that. And then
All right, then roll your 1d8 plus 5.
13.
Yeah, so you guys, y'all saw Melanie just kind of come up and just and smash that first one in half. Melanie, what do you do to the second one? How do you take it out?
I chop its head off.
So, Melanie,
I'm slightly horrified at you.
Melanie, whoosh, right over there, and the head actually falls next to the little hand. Diego, you can see it right, like the head falls there, and the little hands there, little weasel parts, and it is now Dudley. You're up. So Morgith is unconscious, bleeding out.
Alright. Is there any weasels or anything left?
Yeah, there is a weasel left that's very badly wounded in front of Diego, and there's a weasel that's not wounded next to Trix.
So I could sneak around the weasels and go to Morgarth and...
yeah, you would be able to get to him without provoking an opportunity.
Okay.
You would be going on basically the right side of him to do that.
I forgot I had Spare the Dying, so I cast that on him.
And what does Spirit of Dying do? Do you have the description for it?
Stabilization.
Just stabilize. Okay, go ahead. And that's automatic, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You touch a living creature that has 0 hit points. The creature becomes stable. The spell has no effect on undead or construct.
Okay, yeah. So Morgith, you are now stable. You're still unconscious, but you're stable. And it is now Morgith, your turn to just kind of do the Meline. Meline, you can explain to him what that's like. Meline's husband's going to be like, did you like the game? She goes, I don't know. I was just unconscious the whole time. Except I got to kill
I was
some
asleep
weasels.
the whole time.
Yeah. Okay, Morgith. All right, so yeah, there's not really much. Yeah, you're just stable. Diego, you got that bleeding weasel beside you. 2 gut weasels pieces.
Yeah. So the same thing, attacking with the rapier.
Yep.
Holy crap! Why dice are you rolling like crap now? 7, and let's do the same thing. I'll do an offhand
What's your?
attack.
Is it 7 total? Because they actually have pretty low
Yeah,
AC. Okay.
it was 7 total. Yeah,
Yeah,
I rolled a
their
2 with a
AC is
plus
really low.
5.
Yeah.
All right, and
Okay.
then I'll do
Yeah.
the offhand
So
with
the
the
so the
dagger
one
again.
so when you shot wait let me say this real quick. When you took a
Yeah.
swipe at him and you missed him, his other little good hand, he gives you the finger. He gives you the finger. He gives you the weasel finger with his little good hand. Okay, what does your next roll do?
I rolled a 14 for the dagger.
Okay. So he's got enough life to give
All
it to
right.
you.
And is this another turn so I could use sneak attack again?
Yeah,
to
right,
help an
yeah.
ally?
Absolutely, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
That
He-
is a total of 7 hit points.
He only had 2 hit points left, man. So how you gonna do it? He got his one little last word into you.
I'm gonna jab and like aim for his like little weasel hand and just pin his middle finger hand to his body and just be like, yeah, now who has the last laugh?
Yeah.
I stab him, and even though I know he can't understand it, I'm like, I'm gonna turn you into a
So,
scarf.
yeah, as you say that, you say, "Who has the last laugh?" And you say, as you turn into a scarf, you can see his last little breath come out. His eyes open for just a second, and he fixates on you, and he urinates on you. And
Who has the last laugh now?
it's now, Hill, it's your turn.
Okay, seems like now that we killed.
There's one weasel left that Trix is trying to befriend that keeps attacking her. Oh, wait, I got to roll for that
What?
weasel. I'm sorry, hang on. Trix, he goes for you again. That's 13. Is your AC more than 13? I think
No,
so.
that hits.
It does? Oh my gosh. Okay. He bites you again for 5 points of piercing damage on your other hand. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Hill.
Okay,
I'm
now
gonna
there's no way
use my
we can befriend it because now it's little weasel friends. So I will just try to intimidate it, like, hey, go after this meeting instead of picking a fight you can't win.
Okay, do an intimidation check.
And try to throw the meat as far away as possible. 19 plus 3 from charisma to
Yeah.
19 plus
So
5
so
24.
you feel like you gave one of the most intimidating speeches you can give, but the weasel's not turned. Trix, it's your turn.
Damn it. We'll have to kill it. I didn't want to kill a weasel.
Trix, what do you want to do?
Okay, well, I'm pretty
Nice
sure I
one.
made my charisma check that I needed to stay awake. So, I'm kind of pissed off at this thing. It won't stop trying to bite me, no matter how charming I am. I'm gonna hit it. I'm gonna hit it in the face with my quarterstaff.
Okay.
I'm mad at it now.
Yeah.
Will a 15 hit?
Yes.
And I'm doing this two-handed because fuck this little guy.
We're almost done, guys.
It's gonna be 7 bludgeoning.
Yeah. So you it's hanging on for dear life. And it is now Melanie, your
and I'm
turn.
just screaming at it.
Yeah.
I just wanted to be friends.
So Melanie, you knock this one out. You knock the other one, cut its head off. You can see the one by Trix is right next to you. What do you want to do?
All right, well, might as well finish the job.
And I just slapped it silly
Yeah.
with a stick.
Yeah, it's definitely hurt.
All right, I got an 18.
Yeah, you hit on that. Matter of
And
fact,
then-
you really don't even have to roll. It only had 3 hit points left. So
Okay.
yeah. So what do you describe how you take this feller out here?
I'm gonna stab him right through the mouth.
Okay, so he it just and he falls over. So now your little scene here is done. Morgoth is still laying on the ground. You can see the well The only thing that stands between you guys and the house is there's like a well. Diego, give me a perception check because you're a rogue, right, Diego? Diego, are you a rogue?
Diego, you there?
Oh, he may be out.
I was muted.
Yeah.
I'm a rogue. I got
Okay.
an 8 because this dice hates me now.
Okay. All right. And then okay, so so Dudley, it's your go. So the rain is coming down. It's even worse. The battle is over. There's little weasel guts everywhere. You're probably about. You could dash to the porch on the house. There's a well. Everything else is just raining. You're muted, Dudley.
So I try to help Morgarth up and bring him over to the
he would
cabin.
Morgoth would require some kind of healing to come awake.
Yes. What is cure wounds?
Yeah, cure wounds. Morgoth is like, I've been laying here dead the whole time. Yeah,
And I was like, come on, cleric.
yeah.
Don't worry about it. Where's my
And
money?
Melanie's like, I was passed out for.
Like, I'm not going to be a hill bot.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, he's stable, so you don't have to heal him. You can you can drag him around with you guys.
Okay.
Oh yeah, what did y'all do anything with Gilligus,
Sorry
or did you
about
just
that.
leave him laying back there?
Oh,
He's not my problem at the moment.
Yeah, that's what's his.
Oh,
Hill has.
Last I checked, he was tied to me and Hilda.
I'll assume that y'all dragged him with you.
We forgot he was tied to us and just started walking.
Yeah. And he kind of hits.
Suddenly woke up.
Yeah, kind of like hits a couple of rocks along the way. Yeah, Gilligus is kind of out in the thing. Okay, what did
He's kind of in the middle of me and Hilda.
Yeah. What do you want to do, Dudley?
So I cast Cure Wounds on Morgarth, and I got 5 plus
your charisma.
8 altogether.
8. Okay, Morgoth, you are now up with 8 points of 8 hit points. And Morgoth, it is your turn. So you have a well, you have the porch of the house, rain, thunder, lightning all around. It is not a nice atmosphere outside. What do you want to do, Morgoth? Did we lose Did we lose Bethany?
I'm still here.
Okay. All right, Morgoth, what do you... All right, okay, real quick, just to move along. Morgoth, if you come back, you can have your turn. Diego, so you come up, you see the porch, the house. What do you want to do?
This porch, house.
There's a well and there's a porch to the house.
I'm gonna head towards the house, but I want to do it very stealthily, so I don't hopefully attract anybody else.
Yeah, it's actually very dark, rainy, windy. If you want to be stealthy, there's just enough. Imagine like right in the middle of a typhoon storm. It's so
quick but stealthy.
Okay, so as you pass through, give me a perception check at advantage. Or what's your passive perception at?
My passive perception is not that great. It's only a 12.
Yeah, give me a roll because you're a rogue.
Whew, there we go. 21.
So as you're going, you actually walk past the well, and you remember something about what people typically do with wells. What do people do with their money when a well is involved?
with their money when wells? I'm assuming they're gonna hide it in the well.
No, when people go to like water or a fountain.
Wishing wells.
Oh, wishing wells.
So you walk past this well, but just something in your basic rogue instinct kind of sparks your mind, and you remember that about wells. But man, it's a storm, and it's rough, and I don't know if it's your call, man. Does that matter to you or not?
Let me check my personality flaws here.
Let me check my flaws real quick.
I did not take that flaw, thankfully. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to be like, I'm coming back for you, but I'm going to the house.
Yeah. So Diego's able to make it to the port. Yeah, you have it, but you're able to overcome any roguish temptation, and you are at the porch. Hill, what would you like to do?
Well, I will grab as many pieces of the weasels as possible, as food or as
Now,
and
Hilda, you're a rogue, right?
yes, but I'm more leaning towards being trained as assassin than being a thief.
Okay, so you're not a thief. You don't care about gold.
Not that much.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So you have the well, you have the porch, and it's raining and storming. So what do you want to do?
After stuffing whatever I can from the wheels somewhere to carry, I grab the unconscious Gilligan and make her run for.
Yeah, you're able to make it up to the porch with Gilligus, and so Trix, what do you want to do?
I'm limping my way up to the porch.
Yeah.
I am not steady on my feet at all.
Yeah, you are able to make it. And Melanie, what do you want to do?
I may not be bleeding, but I am not steady.
Yeah, no problem.
I am going to go to the porch, and I'm also going to go to bed right now because it's very late here.
Yeah, we're almost done. Like 5 seconds. Dudley, you want to go to the porch?
1 a.m. here.
Yeah, I'm going to the porch as well.
Okay, so as you guys get to the porch, the storm is increasing, and you can see the door creaks open. What do you guys want to do? Real quick,
Some
Morgith.
shelter's better than none.
Morgith, what do you want to do? The door's open. What do you want to do? Or you can stay outside. Doesn't matter. Like real quick, because we're out of time.
Since I have that, I will.
Diego.
The door's open. You said?
It's opened up.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. Oh, God, I'm just gonna go in.
All right. Okay, and let's see.
Like open the door and wait.
It kind of opened itself. Hill, are you gonna go in?
I will take a very stealthy peek inside first.
Yeah, you're able to. Yeah, you can peek in. Melanie, are you gonna go in?
Yeah.
Okay, so Melanie walks in. Dudley, are you gonna go in?
Yeah, I'm gonna go in because I want to get out of the rain.
So you guys you go in, and Rayler is standing right outside the door, and you can see that this is all decrepit, ran down old house, and you hear a faint thing that says, "Get out!" And then that's it for tonight.
Oh.
Okay.
Awesome.
The character responds, "Fuck you," and just goes to sleep on the floor.
All right.
It's just this little voice inside in their head, like, I'm in danger.
All right. Okay. Thank you guys. We went a little bit over. So I'll see you guys next Wednesday at 8:00, and you are in the house.
Sounds great. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. Good night.
Wednesday, right?
Later.
Yeah, Wednesday.
Till next Wednesday then. Good night, everyone.